Welcome back to Roses for Adventure. My name is Sonia, and today I am packing for a 7-night Caribbean cruise. This is all the stuff that I'm going to bring, and I have to do it in just a carry-on and a backpack. So let's get into it and see if I can truly fit all of this stuff that I'm going to need for a 7-night Caribbean vacation into just a carry-on and a backpack. I guess if it doesn't fit, we're not taking it. So this is what we're going to do. Let's see if we can do it today. Make sure you stick around to the end, and I'm going to share with you some amazing cruise tips and hacks. All right, without further ado, let's start packing my clothes, and then we'll pack my backpack last. So typically when we travel, we only take carry-ons and backpacks. We hate checking luggage. It just is so much extra work to check your bag. It could potentially get lost. And then when you get to your destination, you have to wait for your bag. Again, something could get damaged or lost, so we love to keep our stuff with us. We like to keep it pretty compact. We are going on a Caribbean cruise, like I said, so we're going to be in warmer weather, so we don't need a bunch of bulky sweatshirts and sweatpants and that kinds of things. So we're going to see if we can fit all of these clothes into this carry-on. Now, typically how I would do that is with these packing cubes. We love these. I have shared these before. We have a bunch of different styles of these that we've kind of accumulated over the years. I tend to overstuff them, so then I rip zippers, but luckily they're not very expensive. So there's a bunch of different options. I'll link some down below that we like on Amazon. You can get them at like TJ Maxx otherwise, or Marshall's. I have seen them all over the place. This is the size that we like though. I think it's like 14 by 9, I want to say. This specific size is great for your everyday clothes. I do like this smaller size. It's like a half size basically of this one to put swimsuits and underwear and those types of things, socks, etc. into this smaller one, because then it can fit next to my cosmetic bag. So let's get into this suitcase and I'll start organizing the things. Oh, yep. See, here's all of the packing cubes. So we have gray, a different black, a blue. They're all the same. They're basically identical. Again, I tend to rip zippers, so maybe go for a higher quality one. I don't know. They work. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my smaller packing cube, and then this is the toiletry bag that I really like. I've tried quite a few different ones, but I like this one when I travel because a lot of times counter space can be very limited. So it just unzips and then opens up really nicely. So I have one side that's all of my makeup stuff, and then one side that's like face wash, my hairbrush, any of the face products that I like to use. I do bring along nail clippers, basic toothbrush, toothpaste. Remember to pack Band-Aids just in case you get blisters or get cut. It's so much easier to just have things with you than to have to worry about trying to find them on the cruise ship or overpaying for something like that. I do also like to pack a Tide stick or some of those shout wipes or something. I have to go get those before we fly out, but I usually pack those. And then this front compartment is just for your brushes and smaller like maybe mascara type stuff. So I do really like this toiletry bag. I will link it down below in the description as well. Again, from Amazon. Super nice. There's a bunch of different styles. All right, so that will go in there. Things like sports bras, a hat. I usually just bring 2 pairs of sandals. I'll wear my tennis shoes onto the plane when we fly, but I pack like a dressier pair of sandals and then hopefully coordinate my other outfits that are going to go with these dressy sandals. Cruise ships, there's a lot of walking. So you could be walking almost a half mile from your room to your dining, and then by the time you go to a show. So I just pack sandals. I used to pack heels, and then I was miserable and I ended up changing out of them all the time anyways. So I pack sandals, and I pack a pair of chacos. I will wear for around the pool, or if we go on an excursion, go to a beach or something like that. Okay, so that's basically all of this side. I could probably organize this a little bit better, but There we go. Okay, so I said I usually pack with packing cubes. And this time we're going to try something different that I have never tried before. My husband got these vacuum sealed bags. They just fit right in one side of your carry-on. Oh, that zipper is tough. Okay. And you're just supposed to stuff everything in here, and then it comes with this little vacuum that sucks all the air out. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with the things that I definitely need. And then I do have too many dressy clothes. So I'm going to see what's going to fit. I really want to bring this dress, but it is really bulky. So in order to be able to fit in a carry-on, you kind of got to be strategic with stuff. So I did grab a skirt and then a couple of different tops that I can just mix and match for dinners and stuff. So we're going to start with my athletic clothes. So I have 3 different athletic tank tops and then 3 different athletic skirts that I can work out in, or if I go for a walk, or to wear out to the excursion. So that's in there. I'm going to save this for the end too. This is my swimsuit cover-up. Again, it's really bulky. And so these are the last minute things that if it's not going to fit, I can wear other things that I packed as swimsuit cover-ups. So this is a non-essential. So we're going to set it to the side and we'll see. Hopefully it fits because I do really like it. All right, I have 3 pairs of socks. And then I packed a tank top, t-shirts, 1 more tank top. Okay, so I have 5 t-shirts, 2 tank tops, and then these are my extra 2 that I couldn't decide which ones to grab. So I do have 2 extra. Let's see how this fits. And I do really have room that I could use in my backpack because my backpack is quite large also. So I'm sure I can fit stuff in there if I run out of room. Okay, so I'll save those to the side as well. I grabbed a pair of leggings just in case it's cool in the mornings for walking around the ship, a jean skirt, and some khaki shorts. Okay, so far all of that is fine, and it's well below the top. Now I'm going to start with these. Okay, so I just have a silky black skirt, a dressier top, a sweater, and then another dressy top that I can fit in here. So then I know I have 3 different dinner outfits so far. We are going on a celebrity cruise, which we have never done before. We have done all Royal Caribbean. We did 1 Carnival way back, I want to say in 2010, but it was a while ago. So anyways, we're pretty loyal to Royal, and we just reached our diamond status on our past cruise. So now our points transfer from Royal Caribbean to celebrity. So that's why we're trying the celebrity one this time. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law have gone on celebrity before and absolutely loved it. So we're actually going with them. So it should be super fun. We're really looking forward to it. But anyways, why I say all this is that celebrity is known to be a little dressier, little fancier than some of the other cruise lines. So I'm trying to pick things that are pretty fancy, but also comfortable and easy to pack. So they don't really have theme nights. They have one that is like a time to shine or sparkle. So this is my 1 theme dress. And the good news with this dress is it's not going to wrinkle because you cannot bring on an iron or any type of steamer. So some of these, like this pink one, is probably going to be a problem and it's going to get wrinkly. So we'll see. But you can bring like a Downy wrinkle release. If you do happen to pack an iron or a steamer, they will go through your bag and confiscate it, and then you can have it back at the end of your cruise. You cannot bring it on board. Same with electrical cords. You can't bring like an extension cord. If you need one for a CPAP, they will provide it for you. All right, so I have a little romper. I like to bring this one because it's kind of Caribbean-ish. I got it from Cupshe a while back. I did just see it on their website though, so it's still on their website. And I just ordered this one from Cupshe because I thought it was cute. It kind of reminded me of Dutch Delft. And I am Dutch, so thought it was cute. So I got another dress, nice and lightweight. Okay, we still have room. What do we think? Are we gonna fit them? If I can fit both of these, it means I have an extra outfit. Oh, I still have my cover up. Okay, I'm really nervous because this is getting really fat. We'll see if it'll fit. And then at the end, I'll go through what I put in my backpack that I like to use for things on the plane. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to not bring that dress. It's a bummer because it's so pretty. Okay, let's put in this cover up. Oh no, I don't think this is going to work. Let's try it. Okay, we'll leave this out. I'll try the vacuum. We'll see what happens. Okay, so there's just this little plug on here. And I guess you just push this on. Maybe. Click twice. Oh, helps if you read instructions. Okay, wow. I am shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. That was well above the line of this, and now this will easily close. And bonus, there's a little room right here, so I can bring my cover up. Okay, wow, that worked way better because that was a lot of clothes that just went into this one packing cube. A little bummed I'm not bringing this dress. Maybe my husband has room in his suitcase. We'll see. Or maybe I can lay it on top. I don't know. All right, let's make sure all of this zips up. My hat's sticking out. There we go. Wow. Oh, my expander's out. All right, there you have it. It's all packed in there and zipped easily. Usually, if I'm being honest, I have to sit on this thing. Like I said, I like to overstuff. So she's packed. I'm so excited right now. All right, let's shift gears and move on to backpack. Okay, one last thing I will say about that vacuum sealer pack. I really like this. We actually ordered 2 different ones to try out because my husband just traveled. And the one that we ended up with was more expensive, but you could tell the material was a lot higher quality. And it comes with this great little rechargeable, the vacuum, and it just plugs into USB-C, so you don't need to bring a special cord or any big bulky thing. So this is great. I will also link that down below in the description. I'll link... Well, I guess I'll just link this one because the other one we returned because we didn't think it was as high quality. Okay, here's my backpack. I love this backpack. It is so great. It is very spacious, and it has these straps that you can choose to have on if you want. So if you need to cinch things down, if you overstuffed it. It's got a great big zipper on the back and a great place for your laptop or tablet or whatever. And then this whole other portion is one giant zipper. So what we're gonna do is start putting some of this stuff in here. So I have my tablet that'll go back here, and I have my Kindle, and my wallet. Always make sure you have your ID when flying. We are flying into Orlando, so we don't need our passports for flying, just for the cruise. So my husband has those in his backpack. So remember your passports, remember your IDs. Don't want to get stuck at the airport. All right, I like sunglasses, so I'm packing 2 different pairs of sunglasses. I have a pack of gum, which I'm going to put in this top There's a little top pocket, and I will put this, this is all just over-the-counter meds. I love this little container. I want to say it was like $6 on Amazon. And then I just wrote out labels of what they are, dosage, and how often to take them. And then I will say it did come with this little weird guitar pick thing. And I wasn't sure at first what it was for, but it's actually to help you open these compartments because the little tabs are kind of hard to get. So that was this. I will link this also because this, I actually keep this in my car all of the time. So in case I need an allergy pill or Tylenol or whatever. So I love this. I am also bringing some little teeny plastic ducks because if you've never been on a cruise before, people love to hide ducks. So I found these teeny tiny little ones. Again, a space saver. You can get giant rubber ducks if you want. We're not doing it this time. We did when we brought our kids on the cruise. So some ducks. These are my headphones, my Beats, for on the airplane, watching a movie, that kind of thing, or if I work out on the ship. And then I have my charge cords. I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting one of these multi-USB-C or USB plugs because you cannot bring extension cords, you cannot bring surge protectors or any giant pack. So you need a way to charge all of your things, and there's very, very, very limited plug space on a cruise ship. So having a multi-plug like this where you can plug in all of your things, so I can charge my watch, my headphones, and my phone all at the same time. Highly recommend that. Or let me show you another option. So being that plug space is very limited, most cruise rooms actually have both American and European style plugs. So we found these plugs that have just a bunch of American style plugs, but they plug into the Euro style outlets. This is a huge game changer because now you have just absolutely blown out how many plugs you can have at the same time, and you're not using up the one US plug that you have. Now you have a bunch. So we love these. It is in my Cruise Essentials Amazon storefront as well. Our kids love these. You see a lot of people wearing them. They're lanyards that you can put your SeaPass card in. I don't really like it, but a lot of people do. So I do love this one because it can just be like a badge if you want to clip it on your pants. It can be this. You can unclip it from here because you'll have to be giving this to your servers if you're at ordering food that's not covered or not part of the free. So, or if you're getting drinks. So I'm not packing this time because this is for our boys, but I wanted to show you guys. Some people love these. I do also highly, highly recommend getting some of these magnetic hooks. They are super strong, so you can just all the walls on a cruise ship are metal, so you can just put magnets on the walls. These are so good because they are so strong, so you could hang your swimsuits on there, you could hang your hats, your lanyards by your door, whatever. So they come in a multi-pack, and we absolutely love these. We bring them on every cruise we go on. Definitely recommend those as well. I also just have regular reading glasses. You know, this is a personal item. Obviously, not everybody needs this. And I have my GoPro and all of my GoPro accessories for all of our travel shooting and all that stuff. I do love these 3 different mounts that I have. Okay, so this one I will use when we go scuba diving or snorkeling. I like this extra little attachment that I found because you can clip it to you. So not only will this float, but this also clips to you, so you can be hands-free if you want to and just let it go and not worry about having it on your arm. And then this water protective case, this is just for diving. Obviously the GoPro is waterproof, but not down deep in the water. So you need this extra attachment. And then I do like this little teeny tripod, so you can sit and record that way. Or, like I said, the walls in cruise rooms are magnetic, and this one has a magnetic bottom. super simple, just throw in, and then extra batteries and the charger. I guess that's all the things that I need to pack in my backpack. I'll organize this a little bit better, but there's still plenty of room. So if I wanted to throw some more clothes in here, I'll probably organize this a lot better than I did now, but just for the sake of this video and keeping it quick and not too timely, this is another great GoPro mount. If you have not had this one, it clips onto like a post or something like that. And then again, it just has this universal mount that slides in and out, just like all the other ones. But there's another great idea. If you are looking at GoPro accessories, let me know down in the comments. I can definitely recommend some for all the different adventures that we've got going on. But we did it. We packed in just a carry-on and a backpack. Couple things I forgot to mention. I do always pack a water bottle as well. I really like this Awala. I love the size in the handle, and I like that it's tapered. I had a different Awala, and then it didn't fit in the cup holder. So I do really like this one. And in this Yeti bag, there is a special compartment on the side here that you can fit from here or from the inside. Whoops. Or you can do it from the inside, and your water bottle will fit right there on the side of your bag. I also forgot to mention I always pack a hand sanitizer and some disinfecting wipes. Airplanes are gross, and I don't want to get sick. So I do pack those all the time. And I will mention, people have commented on my last videos that I don't have my liquids all in plastic baggies. We have TSA pre-check, so that's not typically something I have to worry about. So I have small items like my makeup, some of my face products, but those are all within the regulations. And then whenever we get to our destination, to our cruise port, or the city where we land, we'll stop at a pharmacy or something and get sunscreen that we're going to need for the week. You do not want to have to buy sunscreen on the ship. It is outrageously expensive. They have jacked the prices way, way up. So stock up ahead of time at a Walgreens or CVS or whatever pharmacy you like to use. But that's something that we always do at whatever destination we land in, whether it's on a cruise or going to Aruba. So that's how we can manage to pack in these 2 bags, and that's it. My husband has his own set of carry-on and backpack as well that all of his items are in, and he'll pack things like our snorkel gear. And I would highly recommend getting a towel band. They're just little elastic bands that go over the back of your chair. Those are already packed in my husband's suitcase, so I don't have them with me now, but I will put them here and you can see what I'm talking about. A lot of people like the clips as well, but they're a little bit bulkier to pack. So when you're packing in just a carry-on and a backpack, efficiency and space saving is absolutely key. Wow, you guys, we did it. We packed in just a carry-on and a backpack, and I still have more room left that I could throw other things in. I don't know if I'm going to throw that dress in or not. I'm going to play around with it, but these are all the things that I bring on a cruise, and hopefully this video was helpful and informative. Hopefully you liked my little commentary during the packing process, and some of my tips and tricks helped you out a little bit on your next cruise. If you have any questions about cruising, let me know. I am not a travel agent. I just love cruising. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you on our next adventure.